Please welcome Werner Herzog.
Dankeschön. Scott, what a pleasure it is to be here. Thank you for having me on your show here in Boston, Massachusetts.
You're quite welcome, Werner. It's always a pleasure to see you.
I hope this is true.
Do you have doubts or...
I know that to some people, my demeanor can often be very dour, which is the way it's pronounced, not dour.
Is that true?
That is true.
Why would...
Welcome to your language.
Why then would the company Doers, you know?
Who do you think is behind this mispronunciation?
They're behind
Follow the money.
Good point. Werner, I saw you 1 week ago.
Yes.
A mere 7 days ago.
We were in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, someone says.
I do not understand this groan. No answers are forthcoming, although I stared bleakly into the audience in the direction from which the groan came.
Not willing to give it up.
But my basilisk-like stare did not elicit a response.
So I saw you in Los Angeles. And last time I saw you, we had a good time. It was at the Ace Hotel. What are you doing in Boston now?
That is a good question.
It really is. I mean, one would assume that it's researching a film or it's traveling. It's either business or pleasure. Let's narrow it down that way. Business or pleasure.
It is a bit of both.
As it so often is.
I am taking over the direction of sheer madness.
Explain to the certain amount of the audience who doesn't know what sheer madness, what that is.
Well, please, you are the host. I believe that it would be rude of me to take those explanation duties away from you.
And yet I fully abdicate them towards you.
You're very considerate. Sheer Madness is a play that has been running for longer than any play should have ever run.
How long do you think a play should run?
1 week. It is a comedy murder mystery show.
Murder is funny to them.
To the creators of the play?
Yes.
I think that their intention is sensible, the idea that we must laugh in the face of that over which we have no control, to feel as if we have some control, however illusory.
Are those the themes you hope to mine when you direct this?
I wish for people to come to Sheer Madness, the campy romp that has been running for 100 decades. And I wish for them to leave hoping to crawl into the nearest manhole and live the rest of their days in the fetid sewers of Boston. Hold on, there's more. knowing that they are merely living in an underground sewer for a change. I'm saying that life is a sewer.
I thought you were saying the city is an above-ground sewer.
No, Boston has no claim on living in a sewer. That is the claim of planet Earth.
When you think about it, we all poop. Where's it go?
When you think about what?
Where's it go? I see no evidence of it. Where's it go?
What are you talking about?
Prove that we poop. And I'll believe you, but no one has.
Have you ever had occasion to buy a product known as toilet paper?
I don't keep it, though, in the house. The used stuff. Anyway, we're getting wildly off topic. It's a late show. We're feeling silly.
If you say so.
That's what I love about you, Werner. You come out here, it's a late show, you bring a little energy to it.
Do you feel as if I'm being a real goofball right now?
You're wackadoodle. Just get you a rubber room. Listen to you. So so you've taken on these duties.
Yes, it is fun to get back into the theater. I have not directed a theater production in many years.
Really? What was the last one that you directed?
Hamilton.
And you directed it many years ago?
I directed a preview of Hamilton, and then I was told my services were no longer required.
Take me through. We all know Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda's wonderful Tony nomination. 16 nominations, did I read?
I believe that. I do not know what you have read.
So, but is it the truth?
But I believe that is correct.
So I could have been reading a newspaper that got the facts wrong.
You did not provide me with a bibliography. I forgive me, you have me at a disadvantage. I have not investigated what you have and have not read.
Fair enough. But we all know Hamilton, of course. It's a hip-hop musical.
Yes.
Is that safe to say?
That it is now, yes. There was one preview where it most certainly was not.
Really? So when you directed it, there was no hip-hop?
There was no hip-hop. I was very liberal with my rewriting of the libretto.
So there was hip-hop in it. You took the libretto.
There was hip-hop on the page that I went in another direction with.
What direction did you go in? If
Gregorian chants.
So take me through when these would come up. Alexander Hamilton, he arrives on a boat to the new land.
Every place where there is a song in Hamilton, imagine there was a Gregorian chant.
That's the entire show.
That's correct.
At what point don't you just say, this is a show called Gregorian Chanting?
I'm sorry, is the title of the musical Hip Hop? I am being sarcastic. It is not. It's called Hamilton.
But your Gregorian chants, were they about Hamilton?
After a fashion. They obliquely referenced Hamilton many times. I thought the creator would be satisfied by this, but we had a disagreement.
And how did this come to a head? Lin-Manuel Miranda is a fiery guy. He's passionate.
We had a discussion after he got out of the hospital. He had to have his jaw reset because when he saw what I had done to the production, his mouth hung open so violently that he damaged not only his jaw but his Adam's apple. The force of his chin hitting his own neck
Really?
caused trauma.
Like a carnival bell that you hit with a hammer?
Like a carnival bell that you hit with a hammer. I am agreeing with you. It is the perfect example.
All right, Vern.
Many times as a boy, my parents would take me to the carnival and I would say, please, mother and father, let us go directly to the bell. My favorite carnival attraction. The straw-hatted man behind the bell counter would hand me the little hammer and say, have at it, little fellow. But be quick about it, there's a huge line behind you, as there always is at the carnival bell. And then we would have schnitzel.
Speaking of the carnival, are you? They no longer have the elephants at the circus. They just retired them last week, I believe.
Yes, it's a real shame because I thought the elephants brought. They really brought the sadness to the circus, and without them, it is merely seedy. But when you would see those gigantic creatures with their unbelievably somber eyes wandering around the sawdust ring, doing things that are clearly beneath them. Now that was a show.
Yeah. Well, fantastic, Werner. You always light up a room, I have to say.
It is better to light up a room than...
Room up a light?
What am I, you?
Well, it's really fun to have you here. Can you stick around for the entire show?
Of course I can, yes.
Okay, good.
I also believe I am contractually obligated to do so.
We do have another guest, and I hope this isn't awkward at all for you.
Why would it be awkward?
Well,
for me?
I know I didn't introduce any of my guests backstage to each other.
No, you had us in 3 separate little rooms. And they were soundproofed.
Yes.
They had foam walls and door, and we could not hear anything.
And I put the headphones on you that were just blaring loud music.
That's right.
They
could have just been noise-canceling headphones.
Nope.
You didn't.
They were both. They were blaring loud music, and it was canceling that noise.
Why? I hope you saved the receipt because some of the music came through.
Well, we do have another guest, and it's someone that we saw last week as well. She was on the show last week as well.
You don't mean?
She's the she's the proprietor of the store Carpets and Rugs down there. Please welcome Big Sue to the stage.
How's it going? Is this on? Is this thing on?
Yours could be a little hotter, I feel.
Is it on? There we go, okay.
This one's really hot.
Hot, very hot mic. Oof.
Wow.
This
It's
one
a
is
hot
just
mic.
right.
I feel like you need this one. I'll take this one.
Wow.
Maybe it's just my technique. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I
Here,
feel like
let's
I'm
sweat.
not. It's just-
Okay, you swap with this.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello. This feels good. No, you talk.
Hello.
Nothing. He's dead.
We'll
This
just
is-
have to do this for every conversational exchange.
Is it good?
This is good. Yeah,
Now,
Big
great.
Sue.
Hey, how's it going? How is everyone?
It's great to see you.
It's great to see you. Wow, Boston.
Boston, where are you from originally? You sound like you're from
On the East Coast.
East Coast.
From the East Coast, yeah.
I know.
You know what
You're definitely not from Chicago.
I'm not.
Here's how I know.
Tell me how.
You like a certain kind of pizza.
I love a certain kind of pizza. Look at this. This guy, he really knows. I love pizza. You know what kind of pizza I like? I like a round pie. Start with a round base. I put a lot of tomato sauce, a red sauce, marinara, tomato sauce, cheese, for sure, melt it. And then maybe I put a meat or something. Maybe I put a sausage or pepper. Maybe, if I'm in the mood for it, but I do like a round base, for sure. Absolutely, yes.
Pizza is your favorite.
Pizza.
Your favorite
Pizza.
food.
I love pizza, yeah. You know what, though? I had something interesting today.
You had some interesting pizza, or
No. I didn't have pizza today. I ended up having a hot dog. Yeah.
a hot dog?
I also love hot dogs. I never mentioned that to you before. I love hot dogs. You know, I like a bun. I put it in a long bun,
Right.
kind of size of $2 put together, maybe.
$2 bills.
That's a long hot dog.
Yeah, you bet. And I like to put a wiener in it. It's a hot dog.
What are you doing with your hands?
Put a wiener in it. I put a wiener in it. Yeah, the hot dog. Put a hot dog inside the bun.
May I ask a question,
Yeah.
Big Sue?
Yes.
Of what is this hot dog made?
Yeah, it's a pig, it's horse, it's whatever.
Wait, you don't care what is in the hot
Do
dog?
you care what's in a hot dog? No one knows what's in a hot dog.
They're delicious.
No,
yeah.
you don't know what's in a hot dog.
I
No.
didn't know if it was a pork hot dog or a beef hot dog.
No. I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't ask him where it came from. I just ate it. Put on top a little ketchup and mustard,
Both.
Relish. Little relish.
All three of those condiments on one hot dog.
Yeah. If I'm feeling happy, I'll maybe add a little more. What else you put on there? Onions. Onions. What?
So
Delicious.
So this is a new wrinkle to you.
Yeah, it's a new wrinkle to me. It's a new detail, as you would say.
DTL?
Detail.
Detail. Oh, I thought you were down to.
I'm down to lick. It's a DTL. That's what I text to my guys when I'm on my app.
You text that to guys?
On my app, yeah.
And you have an app?
I have an app for my store. It's a carpet app.
So
it's pictures of rugs, and then it's pictures of rugs, And then you swipe, accordingly. And then I write back DTL if I like what I see,
what are you seeing?
Whatever they send me. What is it?
okay.
Dick pic, fucking eye pic, I don't know.
So you're
I'm
making
down to lick a lot of stuff.
you're
dicks,
making prospective suitors
Yeah.
download your store app
Yeah.
in order to get a hold of you.
Oh, to get a hold of me, and then there's other ladies in there. It's not just me. It's other people in your area and other rugs in your area. There's a good rug you want to go vacuum if that's your fetish.
Big
You want to
Sue,
use a little dustbuster, whatever you like.
Big Sue, I have a question.
Yeah.
This app, does it have anything to do with the sale of carpets?
No, it's for pleasuring yourself with the
It's
carpet.
just for pleasure with a carpet.
Yeah. Mhm. The store is where you buy the carpet. Yeah. Please come to the store.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the store a lot, but you have.
It's going out of business. It's real bad. Yeah.
When do you think
falling
you'll be
down.
out of business?
Anytime. Rugs are not moving because they're so wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants to buy a wet rug, I'm finding. I thought they did, but not so much.
Yeah, every time I've seen you, you've been stressing how great it is that your rugs are all wet.
That was my tactic.
Yeah.
I was like, it's great, everyone loves it. And everyone's like, not really. So yeah, they're not coming back. So they're very sloppy piles of wet rugs. It's very bad. Yeah, it's very bad. It smells horrible in the store.
Well, it's because your pizza dookies have all...
You're very rude.
You're the one who told me about it.
Last time I brought it up. Now you can't just bring up when someone shit and clogged a toilet. Let the lady bring that up.
Go ahead.
I shit and clogged a toilet. Spilled all over the rugs in the whole store. And guess what? I had to go again and it happened again. What do you want? I'm human. Someone say I'm Hume. Very few would get that.
And this toilet overflowed for quite a significant amount of time.
As far as I can tell, it never stopped.
I was wondering why your rugs are still wet.
Yeah, very sloppy, wet dookie rugs, yeah. Very bad for business, yeah.
Very bad for business.
I need dinero. Woof, it's gonna be bad. Bad year.
It's gonna be, yeah, I know. You're broke?
Yeah, I'm going broke real fast, yeah.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the last time we saw you a week ago in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
why are you in Boston? We asked Werner here.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I was lucky enough to come up with an answer very quickly, as one does in a normal conversation.
Is that a rude question to ask? Should I not be asking that?
No, it's a normal question that someone would ask someone. You would think that anyone who would not be prepared for that question would be an insane person. So, of course, I was prepared because we were having a normal conversation that people have.
Yes,
but I can retract it if that's too personal for you, Big Sue. I mean,
it's not too personal. The reason I'm here was because I heard about a great hot dog that they had here.
You heard about the hot dog you just described?
I saw a tweet. About a hot dog. It described it just like this. Long bun, size of $2, taped together. A wiener inside it. Ketchup, mustard, relish, and maybe onions. So I got on a plane. I got right over here. And guess what? I slurped it down.
How long did it take you?
I just swallowed it whole. Yeah.
Like you were a sword swallower or something?
Yeah, just like that.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, just like a sword swallower. Yeah, that's typically what I swallow whole.
Can I bring up something, Big Sue?
Sure.
I hate to sort of disagree with your story or maybe say that you're not being completely candid, but...
Okay, officer.
I'm not an officer of the law, certainly, but I am an officer on stage here, and I require everyone to be telling the truth at all times.
Okay.
And the last time we saw you, you and Werner had agreed to go out on a date. Mm-hmm. I just find it very interesting that Werner shows up here to Boston to direct the play Sheer Madness.
That's correct.
And suddenly you come waltzing down the street having supposedly...
You saw me. I waltzed all the way down. No partner.
Supposedly having eaten this hot dog.
Mm-hmm. No, I ate it.
And I saw no evidence of a hot dog.
I swallowed it. What do you want?
Yeah, you swallowed it whole.
I'm sorry, you leave hot dog on your face after you eat it? I swallowed it. I dabbed with a napkin.
I just think it's interesting. I just think, I mean...
It is I must say, it is a very thin accusation to accuse someone of not eating something because you have not seen evidence of it.
Yeah, tell me about your meals today, Scott. I've talked about everything I ate today. What did you eat today?
I had a club sandwich.
What did it look like?
Prove it.
What I do is I start with just a piece of bread. Mm-hmm. Square. I like a square club sandwich.
I'm picturing it.
Put turkey on it.
Got it.
Maybe a little mayo.
Whoa. You put the turkey on the meat. Not
what?
You put the turkey? I mean you put the mayo on the meat. You put the mayo on the meat, not on the bread. I'm wondering. Hello? Do you put the mayo on the bread or on the meat? Is he dumb? Hello?
I put the mayo on the bread.
Okay, he puts the mayo on the bread.
He puts the mayo on the bread.
Okay, so then what? Any lettuce?
Maybe a little lettuce, maybe some tomato.
Accurate.
Pop some bacon on top of that.
And then
how about another square piece of bread?
that's what I was waiting for.
But
That's a good sandwich.
I like a square sandwich, but ultimately I like triangles because then cut it right down the middle.
Well, guess what? I like a round pizza, but ultimately I also like triangles.
Isn't it ironic?
Isn't it? Don't you think? Why wasn't that in the song?
Yeah.
I like round pizza, but I also like triangles. Isn't it ironic?
What if you could...
That's just as ironic as anything else in that song.
What if you could make pizza slices round as the pizzas?
Ooh, I'd be so happy. Ooh, yeah. But that's a bagel bite.
But
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. Hold on. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. Thank you. But thank you. But let me say, you can also eat pizza anytime. There are no rules. You're not a little kid anymore. Eat pizza whenever you want.
Pizza for breakfast?
Yes.
But
Pizza anytime.
don't you think if you had like a little thing cutting out circular slices of pizza on a
that's
pizza,
cute.
you would eventually have what happens with cookie dough, where it's like just a big, almost like those things that dolphins get caught in.
A soda six-pack holder.
Six-pack holder, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
With their little beaks stuck in there and they can't get out and have sex for pleasure anymore.
Why are you fascinated with the fact that dolphins have sex for pleasure?
That's all they do. They're just going around trying to hump somebody or something or each other. That's all we know about them.
That's all we know about dolphins?
Very
That's all
little
we
is
know
known
about
about
'em.
dolphins. Little else is known about dolphins.
We can't figure anything out, but what we do see is that they want to fuck each other and they both go, I love this. With their little corkscrew dicks.
I'm not sure that that's accurate.
Have you seen a dolphin's dick?
I've never gone looking.
He doesn't know what shape they are. So confident they're not a corkscrew.
Yeah. Look, guys, tell me about your date. You guys went out on a date.
Fine. It was pretty good. Well, what did you think? I don't know. I mean, we never really dissected it afterwards. I mean, did you have fun with me?
It's true that as soon as the date was over, we agreed to turn our backs to one another and walk in a straight line away from the spot where the date ended.
And I never got back to my hotel.
You were going in the opposite
It was
direction.
the wrong way, but I had to go straight forever.
It was.
I ended up on this stage.
Wow. That is serendipity.
I know.
It was poor planning on my part. We went for a horse-drawn carriage ride.
Yes. Very romantic.
Very romantic. We sat under a blanket.
Was that an impression of the horse?
Yep. Just to give you, he's clomping like it.
Okay, good. Really setting the mood here.
This is fun. This is fun. Feels like you're there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow.
The hansom cab took us to a park where I had laid out a picnic dinner. We were to dine under the stars. A meal.
Yes, it was very
What?
cold and wet.
Like your rug store.
Exactly, just how I like it.
Yeah.
I wanted her to feel at home.
Yes.
What kind of picnic dinner does a Werner Herzog lay out? I mean, it's,
Ordinarily,
yes.
it would be a simple meal of flatbreads and tonic water, but I knew that I knew that Big Sue had a very specific dietary requirement, and so
Yes.
we had pizza.
Yes. It was really good pizza. It was round. The base was round.
The base
crust.
of it.
So round
I
base.
started as a dough, I would say, but it became a crust.
Then there was a red sauce,
some
marinara,
some cheese,
with some cheese on it, melted.
some melted cheese.
Then I thought of perhaps adding a meat, either a pepperoni or a sausage.
maybe. But ultimately, he went with none. And it was great. We both picked up the pie, and we just bit until we kissed in the center.
It was disgusting.
Our mouths were so full. We were covered in sauce. It was burning our cheeks.
It was a piping hot pizza.
I got third-degree burns. I think I'm permanently scarred.
Only second for me. I was lucky.
I didn't want to say you look like Freddy Krueger right now.
Thank you. Yes. My tongue is like
not in a good way.
Oh no! Fuck you then. You know, some people
I don't mean by your shirt right there.
You know, some people are sexually attracted to Freddy Krueger. Did you know that?
That's very true.
Really? What is that symptom called?
Freddy fuckers.
Any Freddy fuckers out there?
See?
Many.
Very common. He fucks you in your dreams. It's amazing. Anyhow, so we both burned ourselves horribly. And then after that, we took a nice walk. We stood outside a movie theater, and Werner described what he believed each movie to be. And that was lovely and very free, which was wonderful.
What were the movies that were playing? This was this week, obviously, so...
Jungle Book. Mm-hmm. I described the animals tearing each other apart.
Yeah, it made me cry. Yeah, it really did.
Captain America Civil War. I described the futility of human beings with superhuman powers not taking the responsibility to crush humanity under their boot heel as they probably should. And what was the third one?
The third one was Zootopia.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty much the same as the Jungle Book.
Yeah. But with extra cages.
Yeah, they're in the zoo.
Yeah. Is that part of Zootopia? I haven't seen it. Are they all in a giant zoo?
I've never seen it either, but you know what? I think they just mean Animal World.
They should just call it Animal World.
Like it's Utopia, but it's Zootopia.
It's a fun play on words.
I just got it, I think.
Yeah, I think you did.
Before I was like, what's that crazy made-up word? Yeah.
It works, though, because the idea of a utopia is so absurd that it makes sense that creatures who live in cages would consider themselves a perfect society.
Well, so this is romantic. You have third-degree burns.
Yeah.
You have movies described to you.
Yeah, it's very nice.
As our faces were still bubbling just a little bit.
Yeah, it's very painful. Very painful.
But Werner, you did not become a Freddy fucker that night.
I'm not Freddy myself. No one who fucks me is a Freddy fucker. Do you understand that? I really resent that.
It is perhaps an unfair conflation that you are making.
I understand I have hideous burns all over my face.
And you're wearing a plaid shirt.
Okay, so sue me.
To be fair, as a film director,
No pun intended.
I must point out Freddy did not wear a plaid shirt. He wore a striped sweater.
Yeah, you know what?
Right. Close enough.
I thought that as well.
Would you like to direct a reboot of that?
I would love to.
What would Werner Herzog's port of call, your dreams be?
It would be, of course, Bad Lieutenant, port of call, Elm Street. And everybody would be a burnt up monster trying to visit the dreams of one person who is unable to fall asleep.
Wow.
Torturous.
You get it.
Yeah. It's tough.
So you guys just parted ways after that, or you?
Well, no, we walked through the block. We talked about our lives a little bit.
You talked about your lives, really?
We talked about our childhoods a little bit.
Childhood?
To get to know each other a little
I don't
more.
really know anything about your childhood.
It was bleak as fuck. Yeah. It was pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. But we're not on a date.
Wait. I have to be on a date to find out how bleak your childhood was?
Yeah, I share that with potential lovers. So they know how needy I'm going to be in bed. God, I'm needy.
And Werner, did you share any details about your childhood?
Just about the Carnival bell.
Yeah.
What would happen if I just walked off?
It would be an interesting experiment.
You got somewhere to go?
I don't know. I want nothing more than to get to the bottom of this. I mean, what went wrong? It sounds like an intimate experience. You've suffered tragedy.
No one said anything went wrong except for you.
Wait, but you guys took off in opposite directions.
It was a first date, and I'd like to consider myself a gentleman.
Yes. And I'm not a fucking slut. So there's that.
So there's potential here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We hit it off.
There's plans for a second date?
Well, I haven't been asked yet.
Cue the music. Big Sue. Would you do me the honor of accompanying me on a second date?
When the song gets to the chorus, I'll give you my answer.
It's a true.
I patiently await that moment.
And owe it all to
I can't understand it.
I think it's stuck between stations.
It's almost Yes, I'll go out with you.
Thank you.
It's good.
Man, oh my gosh.
It's very good. I'm excited. I feel good. I'm excited. Where are we going to go?
The sky's the limit.
Cool.
Is that like when you're watching The Bachelor and that's like the heading of the date
I got
card?
a letter from Werner. The sky's the limit. Love, Werner. Written by a PA, obviously. In beautiful feminine handwriting. I think we're going to go climb off the side of a skyscraper, like a typical date.
We will probably go into the space program's storied vomit comet, where we can experience a weightlessness.
I don't want to go in the vomit comet. I have a really bad stomach. I'll explode all over you. Really.
Is it because
from my mouth? It's not
exclusively eat pizza and hot dogs?
Yes. And hot dogs are a new addition. So yeah. Changing up the game a little bit.
Have you ever thought about slicing up a hot dog and making that the meat on your pizza?
It's just salty protein.
Salty protein. Oh, I thought he was gone. Yum, yum, yum. No, I never thought of that. I actually was never interested in hot dogs until today. Well, yesterday when I bought my ticket. But, yes, so that's a new idea. I will do that. Thank you.
Then it's a date. We will make hot dog pizzas in the Vomit Comet.
That sounds so disgusting. I can't wait. Yes, I got another date. Ooh.
All right. Well, I look forward to tracking this as it goes. I look forward to tracking this romance.
Yeah.
As it goes along. Maybe I'll catch up with you guys on another night of the tour.
Cool.
That seems very unlikely. I mean, we're in this city now. Why would we be at another city?
I don't know. I'll ask you that.
I'll think of an answer now.
Do your homework. All right, well, we do have to get to our next guest, though. I hope that's all right. You guys can stick around here.
Thank you.
He is I guess, an entrepreneur of some sorts, or maybe he's just an employee. He works at a little town called Longo's Watch Repair. Please welcome the Timekeeper.
Tick-tock.
Of course.
Yes. Hello to you, too.
Tick-tock, yes, indeed.
TikTok.
Tis I, yes, the very Timekeeper.
Nice.
A million greetings and salutations to you. And to me from you. Thank you.
No, we didn't offer them.
And I appreciate it most thusly.
I appreciate you taking me out of the greeting responsibility.
Really full service 360 there.
Yes, it's nice to be eliminated from the equation.
Maxwell Keeper, of course. It's great to see you.
Tis I, yes.
Yes.
Grass.
And I told the people a little bit about you. You work in your brother-in-law's watch repair
My brother-in-law, Desmond Longo,
Mm-hmm.
Longo Watch Repair in Tallahassee, Florida.
Right. Just down the coast here.
Tis indeed.
You can just agree. You could nod.
And I did so verily.
Thank you for wearing your cloak here, your ceremonial cloak.
I shan't leave home without it.
That's beautiful fabric. What is that, velour? What
It's
is
a
it?
velvety midnight blue with a starfield lining.
That is gorgeous. Is that custom?
Yes, custom. My sister stitched it for me.
You're getting you have like dollar signs in your eyes or something like that.
I see a future for my company. I could use my wet carpets to make cool capes.
There would still be like duty capes though.
Okay. What is this, Shark Tank?
What is this, Snark Tank?
Whoa! Very good.
A
Very
cutting jibe.
Maxwell.
Tis I.
Yes, yes. For those who don't know you, and it seems like a lot of people out here are fans of yours, you're known as the Timekeeper.
Yes, I celebrate and observe the passage of time.
And yet, when we first met, I thought that you were a mythical creature of some sort.
Oh, some would say I would. To a fruit fly, my life seems infinity. But to a man, they would know that I am 32 years old.
And you still have your V card.
Oh, you're a
I've
virgin.
been known to keep it about me.
You're a virgin, huh?
Yes.
You never met somebody that you're interested in?
I've met millions I've been interested in, but none reciprocated.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
What is your approach when you find someone in which you're attracted to? How do you
I say,
approach
what's your
them?
favorite time?
That's a weird way to start. You know, maybe you want to like, get up to the girl or boy, whatever you like, and kind of just say like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I think you're very good looking." Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow the golden rule.
Which is?
Treat others as you'd wish to be treated. I wish someone would come up to me and ask my favorite time.
And you've never thought about changing your approach even once?
No, for when I find my love true, I shall know she or he is the one.
So you're just kind of keeping it
Completely open.
Yes.
That's great.
Till my soul merges twixt another.
I mean, it's sweet. You don't know the gender of someone that you may have a lot in common with like that. So.
'Tis true, and wiser words ne'er been spoken.
What about the other Timies? They were all interested in time.
I speak not of them anymore.
Okay,
They
okay.
turned on time in a way I would never.
All right. We don't have to talk. Oh, okay. All right.
Tears form within me and plummet forth.
Your tears are falling within you?
They form within me.
Oh, they form. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I can't quite keep up with your Shakespearean speak.
'Tis very normal, thinks I.
Maxwell, what kind
Yes.
of food do you like?
I mostly have TV dinners. I like to just put them in the microwave and enter time.
That's nice. Do you like pizza? It's round like a clock.
I've been known to cook a Red Baron or two.
Gotta love $1 pizza.
Oh, yes. It reminds me of cardboard, which I love.
Why?
Because watches come in cardboard boxes.
That you...
Like you thought they were all gonna say it at the same
I thought they would all say it. Yes, I was let down greatly.
I really want to ask you again why you like cardboard.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you like cardboard so much?
Oh, I'll tell you. Because watches come in cardboard boxes.
Okay.
That was
All right,
satisfying.
you've convinced me.
It's very sad.
That felt good.
So, and I hate to ask you this, but what are you doing in Boston?
I'm visiting all the famous clock towers. I went to the Custom House Clock Tower today.
Oh.
Yes. I wanted to see it up close, so I went to the very top and looked at all the gears, and I reached in to feel them, and I got sucked in and started going around. And as I was moving about within the gears, a school group on a field trip came up. One of the children said, "Look, 'tis akin to modern times."
That might be your soulmate.
That could be. But he's underage, so I don't play ball. Well then, and word spread, and all different tour groups came, and elderly couples, arms around each other's shoulders, would say, "Oh, remember when we saw that film on our first date and kiss while I was spinning all through the gears?" Getting hurt. None would help me. They thought it too jolly.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a nightmare. I'm so sorry.
Was it a nightmare or a very dream come true? 'Tis not for me to decide, but the designer above.
Timekeeper, I have a question.
Yes.
You enjoyed being sucked into the gears of this massive clock?
It felt. Have you seen Superman 3 where the woman merges with the computer?
Computer, sure.
In those moments, I felt as if I was merging with Clock. And my essence was becoming that of time, and time was becoming that of me.
So how'd you get out eventually?
A dog bit my cuff and pulled me out.
What is a dog doing up there?
It was a watchdog! Yes, lights out. Yes. 'Tis true to the last word.
Dog?
Yes.
Well, that was lucky.
Did you say Lucky?
Yes.
That was his name.
Really?
Wolf.
Did he become your dog, your property? Or?
He ran off, but I get the feeling we'll meet Lucky the watchdog on a future adventure.
I think that's safe to say.
If I remember to write it down.
I'm sure people will be tweeting it at you.
That's true. 'Tis
A lot.
You can always listen to the recording for a reasonable fee by subscribing to howl.fm.
Oh, that's the noise he made as he left.
He said howl.
He went howl out of him.
Speaking of that, how'd you sleep last night, Scott?
I slept great. I was on my favorite mattress. It was not. I mean, there was like 10 inches of.
How many layers of cooling comfort?
Was it named after a lady?
Oh, Lisa?
Yeah.
Oh, like Lisa Simpson? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I have. Yeah, I have a
Or Lisa Porsche.
Oh, that's right, Lisa Porsche.
Would that I could meet this dream vixen someday.
You're taking off.
I wish that I could.
What if your butt was a rocket?
'Twould be a jovial time indeed.
Yeah. Anyway, Lisa is a sponsor of the tour. We want to thank them. They're great. They're helping us out here. So
Yes,
thanks to
yes.
them. Okay, so we've determined what has brought you to Boston.
The Clocktower tour.
Right. You've talked about one clock.
Well, that's the only one I've come to see in Boston.
How long are you going to be here?
Until the morn at which part I shall depart. Yep.
Back to Tallahassee?
Back to Tallahassee, yes. Taking a Greyhound. The bus.
Okay.
We know.
I didn't
You didn't
want to think you were cheating on Lucky.
No.
You rode a Greyhound all the way back to Florida.
I thought it a possibility, but 'twas prohibitive in terms of cost and cruelty.
Do you ever travel outside of your time zone? Or do you like to keep it in the same?
Oh, my very dream is to visit every time zone and on Earth and beyond.
Oh.
How many time zones are there? I always get confused because there's, the 4 that we have here.
There's the 4, but beyond that, 'tis open for debate. Some say 24, some 26. I know a mouse who says nothing on it at all.
Does the mouse say anything about anything?
I've heard him squeak at the sight of cheese.
I love cheese,
Oh, yes, that's good.
but in a very specific way.
I melted
On?
on a round
With what in between?
sauce,
There
like a
we
marinara,
go.
red
Red
sauce.
sauce,
Red sauce, red sauce.
marinara.
What do you think
Tomato-based.
about pizza?
Well, I enjoy it's in the shape of a clock.
Yes.
I've oft called a pizza joint and said, can you put the pepperonis in the shape of a minute hand and an hour hand? And they say no. I'm like, okay, then I'll just make a Red Baron at home.
Really, that's...
Why don't you just adjust the pepperonis when it comes to you?
They say many other mean things to me besides. They'll call me back to keep the conversation going. I say, have you not better things to do? And they say, nay, nay, we do not thusly have such better things.
They talk just like you.
No, I'm paraphrasing.
Of course. Sometimes I don't know whether to feel sad for you or to feel sadder for you.
Mine life is wonderful. I live in a world where time exists, where you see it pass moment by moment, second by second, day by day. That's partially why I came here tonight. I saw your love of time led you to putting 2 times on the poster for the show. You couldn't settle on just one.
No, you misunderstand. We have 2 shows. 2 totally different shows.
'Tis a lesson for me to learn. For future time.
What is your favorite time, by the way? Have I ever asked you that?
I have many favorite times. 3 p.m.
Why is that?
School would let out and the beatings would cease. The time I went to Epcot Center with Desmond for the entire day.
So it could be like a specific time or just like that time I did that.
Precisely.
Cool.
Have you ever heard of the mighty morphing Power Rangers?
Yes.
Time possesses a similar morphing power.
Neat.
Wait, hold on.
Yes?
Don't tip over.
I almost did.
You want to explain the fact that time is morphing.
Yes.
And you brought up the mighty morphin.
Yes.
They're not the mighty morphing.
Yes, they are.
They're the mighty morphin.
Oh.
Aren't they?
'Tis but an apostrophe, like the one at the beginning of the sentence I'm speaking now.
Did you have another favorite time?
Me time.
I have a question for the Timekeeper.
I shall answer it.
How did you feel about the television program Saved by the Bell, which featured one of the characters being able to manipulate time?
I thought the title was false advertising, so I didn't like that part.
Meaning that you don't think things are saved?
It was rarely a plot point that they got saved by the bell. I expected every episode to culminate in such a moment.
Where school would end right at the climactic point of the show?
Yes, or Quasimodo type would be attacking them and a giant bell would knock him from his perch.
So you would have accepted any interpretation of the phrase
Yes, I
Saved
thought that
by
was
the
the whole
Bell.
gimmick. How will it be interpreted this very week? But as for the time stuff, yes, I enjoyed it greatly. If only I could manipulate time.
What would you do? I mean, if you had those powers, and I'm not saying you don't, because how would I know?
I would relive every moment I've ever spent with Desmond.
Your brother-in-law.
I love him so. He runs the Watch Repair store.
Yes, I know. But you love Desmond more than your own sister?
My sister is very capable in my eyes and did stitch me this cloak in exchange for me to stop bothering her. But Desmond shares my love of time, always fixing watches.
Does he share your love of time, or is it just his job?
We speak not of it, but seems understood between us.
So you would go back and relive every moment. And how much time do you think accumulated if you put it end to end? How much time would that be?
Oh, well, probably, let's see, It's been about 14 years I've known him.
Okay. And how much time how often do you spend with him a day?
As much as possible.
And what's possible?
Up until they say, go to your own bedroom. And then when I wake them up with breakfast in bed.
Every day?
Yes, to thank them.
What do you make them for breakfast in bed? I mean, like pancakes?
Pancakes, yes, decorated to look like clocks.
With bacon as the hands, I would imagine.
Bacon, yes. And eggs, because a rooster helped make an egg, and roosters wake people up. They know the time.
They're the alarm clock of nature.
Tis true.
Lose connection to time, yes.
Do you feel like your sister and her husband get enough time alone without you around?
They oft say they do not. But I can't help myself. I love them so.
Aww.
Yes.
Poor little guy.
Do you speak of the mouse who seeks cheese?
Why do you have this mouse, by the way?
He lives in my wall in a little hole that he cut out.
That he cut out?
Well, I believe so. It looks like the classic mouse hole.
You don't think the contractor did that? Just to be funny?
He was a funny contractor.
He was.
You should have him on this program.
I'd love to. What was his name? I'd love to have him on at some point.
Brutus Cassius.
I'm going to have him on.
Okay, you should. The funny contractor.
I'm sure he'll have a lot of puns about contracting.
He might, or he might have spent them all.
Earlier in the program?
Yes, indeed.
Well, fantastic. I mean, Werner, he's a fascinating fellow, isn't he? I mean, as a maker of documentaries like Grizzlyman and...
Grizzlyman. I would very much like to make a documentary about the Timekeeper. I wonder if it might, in the manner of capturing the Freedmans, start as a documentary of one thing, but then become a documentary about the contractor who purposely builds holes for vermin in a house.
I can guarantee he never made me play leapfrog. Like in the movie.
Yes, everyone understands.
Everyone knows the capturing the Freedman references.
Yes.
I'd love to play leapfrog with a funny contractor. I would love nothing more.
Really?
Yeah, leapfrog gets me off.
Oh, yeah? Maybe
Yeah.
Werner, I mean, that's something to kind of put up in the old spank bank or... or whatever you call it in Germany or wherever you're from.
It's the same.
Same.
The Deutsch Spank Bank.
Do you find
Me funny?
Yes, I think you're a very charming little guy.
Thank you.
Always kicking your legs out.
yes. Maybe you have some friends that who am I talking to?
You think I don't have any friends?
No, but maybe you have some people that you'd like to set Maxwell up with.
Oh,
you know?
you're interested. Who likes time? I got to think about that.
Yeah.
See if I have any
Yes,
friends who are interested in time.
Which of your friends
I
have
have some-
expressed interest in time?
Well, actually, I have, I'm an older woman, and I have a lot of friends who feel that time is running out for them.
Yeah.
Is that someone who might interest you?
Yes, those are the people I feel are most in need of saving, who think time is limited. They don't realize that he'll be here forevermore.
Oh, yeah.
How
They'll die, but time will continue on.
Yes.
That's
oh,
lovely.
yes, they will perish. And sooner than they might expect.
That's very cryptic.
He says taking a turn.
Well, it's true of us all.
I see.
Do you find comfort in that? The fact that once you are gone, time and will just continue to go. I mean,
It's the only thing that brings me comfort.
Wow.
Maxwell,
He's so eager.
What do you see out there for you? Like, if you could see the future, what is your ultimate future? What's your 5-year plan, or where would you like to be?
I suppose I'd like to be working in my brother-in-law's watch repair store.
But you're already doing that.
Exactly. My life is perfect.
But you obviously want to find someone like
Sure,
Lisa Porsche.
Oh, like a Lisa Porsche, yes. To share my life with and my love of time. Together we can grow old together. And then when the universe stops expanding and starts retracting, and we live all of this backwards, we'll grow young together.
But now you are not an immortal?
No, I'm 32 years old.
All right, everyone, that's our show.